Have you ever felt like your mind is running faster than your life? Do you ever lie awake at night, tired but unable to stop thinking? And what if I told you that in just 7 minutes, using only your breath, you could calm the noise, think clearly, and feel completely awake inside your own mind? If these questions make your heart pause for a second, then this video has found you at the right moment. Because what you're about to discover is not a new trend or a secret ritual. It's a 2,500-year-old Tibetan technique that modern science now confirms can rewire your brain for focus, calm, and emotional strength. Monks in the Himalayas have practiced this gamma breath for centuries, and today neuroscientists have discovered why it works. Studies from the University of Wisconsin show that Tibetan monks generate 700% stronger gamma brain waves than ordinary people, a frequency linked to deep focus, learning, and compassion. Harvard researchers call gamma waves the orchestra conductor of the brain, the rhythm that brings every part of your mind into harmony. Think about that. Your brain has a switch between stress and clarity, and that switch is your breath. The world teaches us to run faster, work harder, and think more, but it never teaches us how to pause. The truth is, peace doesn't come from doing less. It comes from breathing better. So, stay with me until the end of this video, because in just a few minutes, you'll learn how this ancient 7-minute breath can help you focus deeper, feel lighter, and live clearer than ever before. And if this message already feels right to you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you experience your own mind. Have you noticed how hard it is to find silence these days? Even when we're not talking, our minds are full of noise, messages, thoughts, worries, and endless scrolling. From the moment we wake up, our phones light up, our brains start racing, and we rarely take a full breath before being pulled into the storm of the day. Scientists say the average person checks their phone more than 150 times a day and switches focus every 40 seconds. Our minds are constantly jumping, never resting. This endless activity keeps the brain trapped in what scientists call the beta state, a fast, alert wave that helps us think but also causes stress when it never slows down. When your brain stays in beta for too long, your body produces more cortisol, your sleep weakens, and your creativity starts to fade. You may feel awake, but not alive. You might even start forgetting what peace feels like. The more we push, the more disconnected we become from our inner rhythm. I once met a young architect named Ria. She told me, "I love what I do, but my mind never stops." She had ideas, dreams, and passion, but her thoughts raced like 1,000 open tabs on a computer. She tried meditation apps and coffee breaks, but nothing worked for long because she never changed her breath. When she learned the 7-minute gamma breath, everything shifted. Her thoughts slowed down, her focus deepened, and for the first time, she felt space between her thoughts. That space is where peace lives. Ancient Tibetan monks called this balance the luminous mind. They believed the breath was the key to cleaning the mirror of the mind, clearing away noise so the light of awareness could shine through. Modern neuroscience now proves the same. Slow, rhythmic breathing changes your brain waves from beta to gamma, the state of calm alertness where clarity and creativity awaken together. So the truth is simple. The problem isn't the noise of the world. It's the breath we forgot to listen to. When you change your breath, you change your brain. And when you change your brain, the whole world starts to quiet down. Your breath is more powerful than you think. It's not just something your body does. It's the remote control of your mind. Each inhale carries energy, and each exhale carries release. When used with awareness, your breath can unlock a part of your brain most people never reach, the gamma state, the rhythm of complete clarity and higher focus. Neuroscientists have found that when you breathe slowly and deeply through your nose, your brain starts to synchronize its waves, creating harmony between the left and right hemispheres. This balance is where intuition and logic meet. In this state, your brain produces gamma waves, the fastest and most organized brain frequency known to science. Monks who spend decades in deep meditation naturally live in this state, but the secret is you don't need decades. With the 7-minute gamma breath, you can begin to feel the same calm focus they describe as the stillness that thinks. The process is simple, but deeply powerful. When you inhale deeply through your nose and exhale with awareness, your body sends signals to your vagus nerve, a hidden bridge between your lungs, heart, and brain. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, calming stress and slowing racing thoughts. At the same time, oxygen flow increases in your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and creativity. Within minutes, you move from chaos to clarity. I once guided a musician named Arjun through this breath. He had lost his creative spark, struggling to finish a song he'd been working on for months. During his first session, his eyes filled with tears. He said, "It feels like my mind is finally breathing too." That's the power of the gamma breath. It doesn't just calm you, it wakes you up. It clears the fog that stress builds inside your mind and reconnects you to your natural rhythm, the one that's been buried under years of rushing and noise. When you learn to breathe this way, you begin to touch something ancient yet familiar, the silence within you that has always known peace. The breath is not just air, it's the language of the soul, calling you home. Every thought you repeat becomes a pattern, and every pattern becomes a program. Most of us live each day guided by these invisible programs written in our subconscious mind, the quiet part of us that controls 95% of our actions, emotions, and choices. You may want peace, success, or love, but if your subconscious is filled with old pain, fear, or self-doubt, it will keep pulling you back to the same emotions again and again. The gamma breath was designed to break that loop. When you practice slow, rhythmic breathing, your body enters a calm and balanced state. In this moment, the walls of the subconscious begin to soften. Your brain moves into a gamma-dominant frequency, which helps dissolve emotional blocks and reprograms limiting beliefs. Scientists have found that gamma activity increases neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change and form new connections. It's like teaching your mind a new song, one that feels lighter and more hopeful than the old one. I remember a woman named Lena who came to one of our sessions. She carried years of hidden grief after losing someone close. She said she felt stuck, like she was living with an invisible weight. During her first gamma breath session, something shifted. Tears flowed, but not from pain, from release. She said afterward, "It felt like my breath was sweeping dust from an old room inside me." That's exactly what this breath does. It clears the inner space where new thoughts, emotions, and peace can live. Modern research supports this. Studies from Harvard and Stanford have shown that deep, slow breathing activates the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes emotions, helping it to relax and release fear. Over time, this rewiring makes you less reactive and more grounded. You begin to feel like life is not happening to you, but through you. Every inhale becomes a message of renewal, and every exhale becomes a gentle goodbye to the past. The subconscious mind doesn't change through force. It changes through rhythm, through the dance of the breath. And when that change begins, the world around you starts to transform too. When your breath becomes calm and your mind quiets, something amazing begins to happen. You enter what ancient teachers called the flow of life. In this state, you're not fighting your thoughts or trying to control every outcome. Instead, everything starts to move through you naturally. This is the gamma flow, a state where your brain, body, and emotions move together like music. It's when action feels effortless, focus becomes sharper, and even small moments start to feel meaningful again. Modern science calls this peak coherence. Studies from the University of California found that people who train their breathing can reach this state more often, where heart rhythm, brain waves, and nervous system come into harmony. In this rhythm, energy doesn't scatter, it focuses. You make better decisions, learn faster, and recover from stress more quickly. It's like your whole being becomes one smooth current of awareness. I once met a painter named Karan who had almost given up on his art. He said, "My mind keeps getting in the way of my hands." But after weeks of gamma breathing practice, he told me something beautiful. Now, when I paint, it feels like the art paints itself. That's what gamma flow feels like, effortless creation. You stop trying to control life and start living it. The world feels more vivid. You begin to trust your instincts again. This state isn't only for artists or monks. It's for anyone who wants to live with deeper presence. When your breath and brain move in harmony, even simple things, like walking, talking, or listening, become meditative. You begin to sense a quiet joy behind everything, a peace that doesn't depend on outer success. The gamma breath doesn't just relax you, it transforms how you meet life. With each slow inhale, you awaken the higher intelligence within you, the part that sees clearly and acts calmly. With each gentle exhale, you release the pressure to be perfect and allow life to guide you. This is how ancient wisdom meets modern science, through the simple rhythm of breath, turning awareness into real power and peace into your natural state of being. You've now learned that the key to a peaceful and powerful mind was never outside you. It was in your breath all along. The gamma breath is not magic. It's a return to your natural rhythm. It reminds you that every inhale can bring clarity, and every exhale can release the weight you've carried for years. When you breathe with awareness, you're not just calming your body. You're teaching your mind how to trust again, how to focus again, and how to feel alive again. The truth is, peace doesn't come from escaping life. It comes from learning how to face it with a quiet and open heart. Every moment you practice this breath, you're reshaping your brain, healing your emotions, and opening space for new strength to rise. You begin to notice that the same world feels softer, lighter, and more kind, because you've changed inside. Remember, transformation doesn't happen in one breath, but it always begins with one. Take this practice with you into your mornings, your stress, your work, and your silence. Let the breath become your anchor when your thoughts run wild. And when you feel lost, just return to the rhythm within you, because the calm you seek has been waiting there all along, quietly, patiently, in every breath you take